Hey guys, it's Morgan and happy Tuesday. I'm going to wait for Megan to get on here because it's time for our weekly dual live where we talk about CBD and share our story and all that fun stuff. So let me get added here, and I hope my internet and my phone are going to behave today. So it's adding. Let's see. Oh, come on, phone. There we go. Hi.
Hi. I said I was ready, but I really wasn't.
You're like, wait, Morgan's actually on time? What's going on?
Oh, I know. I was like, whoa, I thought I had a few minutes.
I know, that's funny. I just like to surprise people. I'm never going to be consistent.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Well, how are you? Doing okay?
Yes, really good. Really
Yeah.
good.
Is it cold? Is it cold down there by you?
Not too bad. It's
Okay.
been in the high 60s, so.
You have nicer weather down there, and you're like only 2 hours away. It's cold and
No.
gross up here, and I don't like it. I'm going to come live with you, okay? I'm just going to come
Okay.
down.
We'll have a house full of boys.
I know. Yeah, well, that may be a terrible idea.
Yeah, we might go crazy.
The house might burn down. Oh my gosh. Well, hey everybody, thanks for tuning in. We have a lot of people that just watch us consistently, and we're very grateful for you. But for those of you that maybe are new to watching or watching a replay and haven't watched us before, Megan and I, we're business partners, and we've been business partners for a year and a half now. It's been a year and a half, which is weird. And we educate about CBD oil because it's had a tremendous impact on both our lives, and there's a lot of misinformation out there, a lot of confusion out there that kind of hides all the amazingness that CBD is. So we are going to just kind of help educate you on CBD and what you need to look for, and it's really not that complicated. As this CBD movement kind of goes along, we're seeing more and more companies pop up, and I think Megan would agree with me that it gets really confusing on, well, this person says this about this company, and this company says this, and there's like all these big confusing words, and just it gets way too confusing, and it doesn't need to be confusing. It's actually really very simple on what you need to look for to find a good quality CBD. So we'll kind of hop into that really briefly, and then maybe Megan can kind of share her story about CBD and how it's affected her life. So I'll start. I'll do a few things, and then I'll let you take over because no one wants to hear me talk all day long.
I could listen to you
especially
all day long.
Me. I hate hearing my own voice. So so probably the first and most easiest, that's not correct English, the easiest thing to do is look at the bottle, look at the ingredients. There is no reason for any CBD oil to have more than 3 ingredients. That's 3. It's so very simple. When you start getting into more than 3 ingredients, that's getting into what we kind of call filler territory, where they're like, hey, well, let's add some sweetener here, and let's add some extra oil here, and like we'll just put all this crap in this bottle and sell it for an astronomical price. You don't need all that. 3 ingredients, what should they be? Well, first one should be your CBD extract, so the actual cannabinoids from the plant, whether it's an isolate or a full spectrum, doesn't really matter. You just want CBD in there. Second is your carrier oil, which we really recommend hemp seed oil over coconut oil, over MCT oil, olive oil, grapeseed oil, all those things. And that's because hemp seed oil obviously comes from the hemp plant, which is where CBD comes from. So not only are you getting your cannabinoids from the hemp plant, you're also getting your oil from the hemp plant as well, which means you're not diluting it down with other things like a coconut. And there's no hate against coconut oil. I love it. I just don't want it in my CBD oil. And then if there's a third ingredient, it's going to be some sort of flavoring. Our company, for instance, we have peppermint, and we have a new cinnamon flavor out. And then that's it. 3 ingredients max. And that actually helps with the flavor too. Because when you get a CBD oil, you want it to smell hempy. I don't even know if that's a word, but you want it to smell like the plant. They call those terpenes. So when you start adding extra stuff in there, that's just less room for CBD, and then it's going to smell weird. I know Megan's had because she likes to buy different CBD oils just to compare. She's had some that you said smell really medical and really smelly. Like, she can't even smell the plant in it, you guys. Like,
yeah, very chemical, not good.
Yeah. So no more than 3 ingredients. And second most important thing, and this may be a little bit harder to get for some companies because they just don't have it, and that is third-party testing, which essentially means that a third-party company testing facility that does testing for things, they have tested the oil to either make sure that it is an isolate, meaning they're testing for the absence of THC, or they are proving that it's a full spectrum oil, meaning that they are testing to make sure that THC is in it. You're going to find a lot of companies that advertise THC free full spectrum CBD oils, and that is not a thing.
Right.
I mean, I don't know how they can legally put it on labels, but a true full spectrum oil is going to have a trace amount of THC, as is natural for the hemp plant. So beware of those types of labels. And then along with third-party testing, you also have what's called a certificate of analysis, which in basic terms means they're testing it for yucky things in your oil, like mold, yeast, bacteria. I think we've seen bile in some of them. Didn't you say drywall particles?
Yeah, drywall particles, just all the yucky stuff. Heavy metals from the soil.
It's really gross. So it's really important to get that testing, because any company that is serious about providing quality CBD products to you, they're obviously going to invest in testing their product. If they don't really care and they're just trying to take your money, they're not going to spend the extra money to give you proof that their oil is crap, basically.
Right.
So make sure that you get that testing. What else should people look for, Megan?
You should look for a guarantee. If a company really truly believes in their products and stands behind their products, they're going to offer you some type of guarantee. Mm-hmm. And I'm not talking about a sealed bottle guarantee. I'm talking like they should allow you to open it, try it, use it, smell it, taste it, and be able to really experience it. And if you don't like it, or for some reason it doesn't work for you, they should be able to give you a refund. We have a 30-day empty bottle guarantee. So if you can use the entire bottle, and if you don't like it for some reason, you can get your money back. That's the best thing. So many companies don't offer that, especially ones like your gas station, vape shop, grocery store type oils. They don't have refund policies.
Yeah, super cheap oil. Sorry, my kids are supposed to get in.
Yeah, you definitely want to look for stuff like that, because a guarantee is really important. It gives you the chance to try the oil, experience the oil, and really see if it's, if it works.
Yes. And who doesn't want that? Anytime I buy anything, I'm like, does it have a guarantee? Because if I don't like it, I want to get my money back. So I love that our company does that. That means, to me, that just means like we really stand behind our product 100%. And I don't think we even have that high of a return rate. I mean, I haven't even had many people return their CBD at all.
I actually did my numbers, and since I've been in the company, we have a 1% return rate with my personal, like our personal team. Yeah. And we've been a team since May 2017. Yeah. And, that's almost 2 years in a 1% rate.
That's really good. That's really good. Yeah. And you have a big, awesome team. I mean, how much volume did you do last month?
So our team is 4,000 people. Insanity. And last month, our team did 442,000 in volume in a single month. And that's equal to $800,000 in CBD product sales.
That's insane. And that's just massive growth. But that's because we have awesome products.
Yeah. People keep coming back for them.
They really do. Let me see. I'm going to go through the comments real quick. Actually, I'm going to do it on my computer because my phone doesn't want to do that.
Yeah.
Tatiana says, I saw you guys are doing samples. Are we doing samples to Canada too? Not yet. We're still working on legal shipping issues to Canada because, and correct me if I'm wrong, Megan. Megan's like my legal genius. She's who I go to for questions. Canada has like an importing law, right? Where they don't want to import. And of course, for Canada, it'd be importing from the U.S. because our hemp is grown in the U.S. But I think they're still working on legislation. And
hemp is legal in Canada. Marijuana is legal in Canada. The thing is the import issue. So that's where we're snagged up in Canada. Hopefully soon in 2019, everything will be smoothed over and we'll resume shipping in Canada.
Yes, back. Sorry. Someone always calls at this time, even when I try to block it. Oh my gosh. So yes, there's change happening all the time. I mean, we even have what is it? The hemp. We're that much closer to taking hemp off of the. Oh my God, help me, Megan. I'm like.
Yeah. So the 2018 Farm Bill has passed 3 sections. There's only 2 steps left, which is basically House and Senate. And I'm sorry, the House, and then it's signed into law.
Yes.
Into law. And it is so much better than the 2014 Farm Bill because it really, there's no gray areas. There's absolutely 0 gray areas with this new bill. Like all the wording is on point, and it's going to open up so much. I'm really excited, not just because, I mean, that's like the end of the hemp prohibition, but it opens up so many job opportunities. I mean, merchants, banks, farmers, lab testing, manufacturers.
It's huge.
It's
like, this is huge. Like, this is history in the making. Like, like we're alive at this point in history to see this change happen and for hemp to be fully supported. Because honestly, there should be hemp being grown in every state. I mean, just hundreds of thousands of acres. I don't even know if that's possible. It just needs to be everywhere because it is jobs and
even if it's not even grown for CBD, it can be grown for replacing our plastic. I've seen houses, clothing, paper products. I mean,
so much, and it grows faster. It cleans the air better. I mean, it even cleans the soil too. I mean, it's phenomenal. So this is really incredible. I'm so excited. Sorry, we got off track.
We got
Lorraine. Let's see. Lorraine says, let's see, I don't get why don't more people talk about the beauty and discovery of the ECS. So that's good. So the ECS, the endocannabinoid system, is a system that we have in our bodies that basically we make our own cannabinoids, but we also need to ingest cannabinoids to help support the endocannabinoid system. So the endocannabinoid system can help us get to what we call homeostasis, which is essentially balance in the body, because a balanced body can take care of itself. So it was just discovered. It's only been about 30 years. And with all this prohibition that we have around hemp and all the legal issues around cannabis, you can imagine there hasn't been a ton of focus on studies on this endocannabinoid system. Now they are out there. But it's just now kind of coming to the forefront and starting to happen. So it's going to be really cool over the next 10, 20, 30 years to see this system start to be studied and how cannabinoids actually work with our body so that, like I said, and we have to be compliant. I'm trying to be compliant and not say things we can't say legally about health issues.
We basically have like receptors in our body that control different bodily functions. And you need the CBD supplemented to kind of kickstart that system and get it going. And, there are several studies from medical doctors and even big name medical doctors that are backing it because it's so important.
Yeah, it really is. I just love seeing all this progress and just educating people on it and then learning more about it. Because a lot of people think like I'm an expert, and I'm like, I've just learned some, but there's still so much more to learn. Like I'm just we just get on here and we just share what we've learned so far, because we just keep learning. And that's what's really amazing about this. So now let's transition. And why don't you just share briefly about your testimony, or Andrew's testimony? Because
Yeah.
I mean, I love hearing this, and I love hearing progress and updates. And I know other people benefit from hearing your story too. So
Yes. So basically, we started using the oil about almost, a year and a half ago in March 2017. We kind of started using it just to give my husband more energy. He just needed more energy. That's all we were looking for. We weren't expecting anything past that. He started using the 750 and the 750 full spectrum. And within a few weeks, he started seeing incredible things happen. It was helping maintain healthy, it was helping him maintain healthy blood sugar levels. It's something that he struggled with his entire life, having high blood pressure, high blood sugars. And the oil helped him regulate and maintain healthy blood sugar levels. It goes back to that homeostasis. His body was starting to regulate. He, suffered from high cardiovascular levels, and it helped regulate those as well. Over the course of this year and a half, it's been a huge improvement. Anywhere between, in March when we started, he was in bed sick every day. He couldn't get out of bed. He had no energy. He barely had energy to go to the bathroom. I mean, he was just struggled to get him to eat. We didn't know which way the road was going to go. And CBD helped, give his quality of life back. He now is, if you met him today, so many people are like, is he really sick? Because you can't tell he's sick. We go into his clinic once a month, every month, and we see all of these people who have the same things that he has, and you can tell they're sick. Some of them are wheelchair bound because they're so sick. They have no energy. And he's the only one who's like pops in there and he's like, hey everyone, and because he's taking CBD. That's the only thing that changed in his life. We didn't change diet. We didn't add in exercise, because he's on a very strict diet for one of his issues. And we can't do nothing but that. So it's really, really improved his overall health. He had some vision issues, and with CBD and some of the surgeries that he had, he has been able to see light. He couldn't tell the difference between day and night, light or no light. He's now able to see the light. He's also been able to see a few other things like shadows and shapes. And so it's just continually improving. A lot of his other levels have started improving. And in June, I always like to mention this, in June 2018, he actually switched formulas because he's on the UNOS transplant list. He didn't want to risk anything, so he switched to the isolate. And so he's only getting CBD now. He's not getting all the other cannabinoids or the traces, the other cannabinoids, and he's still maintaining those healthy blood pressures, blood sugars, and all of it. And so I'm really glad that we found a really good quality oil, because who knows where we would be today.
Exactly. That wouldn't happen on a $20 gas station bottle of
absolutely not
kind of CBD. So quality does matter. And it doesn't have to be the most expensive either. And that's why we kind of go back to what to look for, because you don't have to spend $200 on one bottle of oil to get a quality oil. Our pricing is really great. We even have like package deals and stuff. But at the end of the day, we do this so that you are educated on what to look for, so that you can make the decisions based on your own knowledge. And of course, we're always here to help and answer your questions. We're not here to push our product on you. We're, like I said, we just want to educate. Of course, we hope you try our stuff, because it really is amazing.
Exactly.
But you don't ever need to worry about pressure from us. So please feel free to reach out with questions. privately in a message or like comments on this video, because we're here to help. We're helpers. We want to help people and help this movement. And it's just, I never would have thought in a million years this would be my passion and my job.
I know.
And yet, here we are, like, talking about hemp and CBD and cannabis on a
And
Facebook
we are
Live
very
video.
passionate now.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like, we are definitely advocates, and man, we're fighting for this, fighting for our futures and for our health.
Yes.
So thank you so much, Megan, for coming on. I have a kid that is out of his room for quiet time, so I gotta go
Come
see what
on.
that's about. I know. But thank you, everyone. Thank you, Megan, and we will see you next week.
Yay.
Okay?
Bye.
Bye, guys.